Today we are going to learn a new topic, finding the age of the Earth. Earth is the third planet from the Sun. Our home planet, Earth, is a rocky planet. If you pick up the Earth in your hand, what do you find? A rock and soil. How rocks are formed? In rock and soil lesson, we studied the different types of rocks and the rock cycle. What are the different types of rocks? There are three different types of rocks, that is sedimentary rock, igneous rock and metamorphic rock. How these rocks are formed? The sedimentary rocks are formed when particles are deposited and compressed. Igneous rocks are formed by the lava from volcanoes or magma. In metamorphic rocks are formed when sedimentary rock is changed by heat and or pressure. This is a picture of a rock cycle. I will explain the rock cycle. First, the metamorphic rocks are melted due to tremendous heat in the mantle. The melted rock forms magma, which cools and hardens to form igneous rock. The igneous rocks are weathered and eroded. The sediments are formed. The sediments are pressed and cemented together to form sedimentary rock. The sedimentary rocks undergo tremendous heat and pressure and form metamorphic rocks. How rock layers formed? Sedimentary rock is a rock that is formed in layers by the depositing and pressing of sediments on top of each other. When over a long time, layers and layers of sediments get deposited on top of each other. The weight of the top layers presses down on the bottom layers, forming them into rock called sedimentary rock. So what is rock layers? The rock layers are also known as strata, are found throughout the earth. The oldest layers of rock can be found on the bottom, while the youngest layers of rock are found on the top. What is geological time scale? Geological timescale is a system of chronological dating that relates the geological strata to the time. The geological time is divided into four: primary, secondary, tertiary and quaternary. The scientists have developed a model of the history of the life on Earth called the geologic time scale. The scientist means a geologist. Paleontologists divide the geologic time scale into blocks of time called eras and periods. The geologists divided the Earth's history into different categories of varying size. There are four eras, that are Precambrian, Paleozoic, Mesozoic and Cenozoic. Precambrian era is about 4.5 billion years ago. The Paleozoic era, it is 444 to 245 million years ago. It is divided into 6 periods, that are the Cambrian, Ordovician, Silurian, Devonian, Carboniferous and Permian. In the Mesozoic era, it is from 245 to 65 million years ago. It is divided into 3 periods, that are Triassic, Jurassic and Cretaceous. Next is the Cenozoic era, that is 65 million years ago to present. Cenozoic era began 65 million years ago and continues into present. It is divided into 2 periods, tertiary and quaternary. In this slide we can see the name of the rock layer and time period. Some examples. Different types of Precambrian rocks. In the middle of 19th century, Canadian geologist named Sir William Logan discovered some rocks in the Laurentian Mountains of Canada that formed before in the Cambrian layer. So these rocks are called Precambrian layer. Children, I will show to you one video about the geological time scale. Okay.
Earth planet from the Sun. The Earth is estimated to be about 4.5 billion years old. Scientists used lunar samples and meteorites to determine the age of the Earth. Scientists use the geological timescale to record various stages in Earth's history. Geologists define a long period of time as an era. Each era is divided into several periods. There are 4 eras: Precambrian, Paleozoic, Mesozoic, and Cenozoic. The Precambrian era began when Earth was first formed, 4.5 billion years ago. The earliest living organisms to evolve were simple organisms like bacteria, protozoa, algae, and cladina. The Paleozoic era lasted from 544 to 245 million years ago. It is divided into 6 periods: Cambrian, Ordovician, Silurian, Devonian, Carboniferous, and Permian. The Mesozoic era lasted from 245 to 65 million years ago. It is divided into 3 periods: Triassic, Jurassic, and Cretaceous. The first mammal and dinosaur evolved during the Triassic period. Morganugadon was one of the earliest mammals that lived during the Jurassic period. The first non-flowering plants, such as conifer, palm-like cycad, and fern, appeared during the Jurassic period. The Cretaceous period may have seen more dinosaurs than ever before. Dinosaurs that lived during this period were the Argentinosaurus, Tyrannosaurus, Triceratops, and Pteranodon. The Cenozoic era began 65 million years ago and continues into the present. It is divided into 2 periods: Tertiary and Quaternary. The Tertiary period started with the disaster that killed nearly all the dinosaurs about 65 million years ago. The Quaternary period began about 1.8 million years ago, and we live in the Quaternary period. During this period, early people were using tools made of stone, and civilization had begun. Among the bigger mammals present during this period were the saber-toothed tigers, mammoths, and wolves.